Welcome to a new daily top Askreddit video. Today's topic: what are some lesser-known secondary uses for an everyday product? You can also use the Hiteki magic wand as a back massager. That's ridiculous, my back doesn't have a clitoris. Even if it did, you probably couldn't find it anyway. Cornstarch is a good blood coagulant if you need to stop bleeding. I saved my pet tarantula with cornstarch like this before. Her abdomen split after falling on tile, and the cornstarch stopped her from bleeding out. Several months later and she's doing great after that almost fatal fall. I'm trying to imagine a spider staying still enough for you to apply cornstarch to it. That's amazing. If it's serious, superglue is also an option. Serious. How true it is. But I've heard that superglue is standard military kit for this reason. Any kind of cooking oil will easily get pine sap off of your hands. Just use it like soap. Would this work for windshields? Yes, cooking oil immediately removes windshields from off of your hands. Just use it like soap. As a mechanic, a flathead screwdriver is a pry bar, package opener, square head, Robertson, screwdriver, hose pick, a punch, test lead, electrical bridge, scraper, chisel, and least importantly, a flathead screwdriver. Robertson. You sick fuck. I bet you'd use it on a Torx too. Disgusting. I can say you can use a Torx in place of an Allen if you really need to. Don't recommend though. Vagisil for chafing. It's antibacterial, a lubricating, and an aesthetic. I learned that in the army. And sponsor a Askar team. But am I poor and stupid enough to eat it? Also gives you an extra 2 to 3 inches drop on your curveball. Of course, if the umps are watching me real close, I'll rub a little jalapeno up my nose. Get it, Rui? Use vet wrap instead of sports tape. It's basically the same thing but much less expensive. Great stuff. And baling twine can be used to fix anything. If you can't use twine to fix it, it ain't worth fixing. Okay, maybe not, but twine is great too. Edit, corrected baling to baling. Till how to spell. Also, thank you for the silver. As a horse owner, baling twine is practically holding life together at home. Edit, love seeing all the creative baling twine uses and glad to know we aren't the only ones. I carry a garlic press in my purse so that when I'm out at a restaurant I can make a small amount of baby food out of any steamed vegetable. Mind blown, I have twin infants, this will come in handy. Twifats. I can vividly picture the incredulous look on bystanders' faces when you pull out the garlic press, and then the subsequent look of enlightenment and modest respect as they realize what you're using it for. Vinegar is amazing. It can be used as a cheap household cleaner, refresh the coffee maker, and it can cure foot fungus and jock itch. Vinegar also works as a stain remover, for clothes and carpet, and a deodorizer, and is safe for pets to accidentally ingest. It also works as a no-chew spray. Any particular vinegar you recommend? I'm guessing malt isn't good because it would smell horribly. Makeup remover wipes are really good at getting bike chain grease off your hands. Also mixing some sugar with some fairy liquid. The sugar acts as an effective abrasive. Edit, fairy liquid is a cleaning product in the UK. Or at least in Scotland, but I think UK-wide. What is fairy liquid? Coffee grounds are quite versatile. Among other things, you can use them for a soil additive to improve the phase balance for plants. Place them in a refrigerator to neutralize odors. Scour pots and pans. De-icing your steps and driveway. An ant repellent. An exfoliating scrub for your skin. Ground coffee powder is amazing at neutralizing vomit smell on carpets or fabrics. I was once in an international flight that would last 9 hours, and on hour 3 a child threw up on the aisle. The stewardess gracefully poured 2 handfuls of coffee powder on the leftover stain, after removing the puddle, and the smell instantly went away. This is like finding out magic and wizards were real all along. Stash your drugs inside a brick of coffee grounds to throw off drug dogs. Warning, don't try this at home. Your expiry ice may vary. An open container of coffee grounds will also absorb any nasty residual odors. Is he enjoying a delicious morning beverage or disguising the scent of cocaine from drug-sniffing dogs? I'm a nurse, and if a patient is particularly smelly, like from a bowel bleed, that smell sticks in your nose and hair and it's awful, we'll put some coffee grounds in a bowl in their room. It doesn't work perfectly, but it really does help. Blue Dawn dish soap works really well on clothing stains, especially grease and oil stains. Also many stains are set by drying, not grease and oil stains. Dawn dish soap is the best stain remover ever. Name brand Dawn is worth every penny. WD-40 removes old adhesives from anything without damage or staining or discoloratio. A smaller can of WD-40 can be used on a normal-sized can of WD-40 when its lid is stuck. Tell you what. Peroxide gets blood stains out. Edit, I'm a nurse, not a serial killer. As a woman, I was so glad I learned this at an early age. I've saved more than a few pairs of underwear and sets of sheets from being period use only thanks to this. I'm today years old when I learned this. I'm 42. Peroxide gets blood stains out. Edit, I'm a nurse, not a serial killer. And that's when he saw as he opened the door. A bath full of blood and a sink full of gore. A rank ruby soup and a tub colored red. An arm and an arm and an arm and a head. He looked at the faces, the fingers, the toes, the eyes and the ankles, the mouth and the nose, the meat and the muscles that shone like a ham. And all in a stew of peroxide they swam. He stared with despair and with doubt and dismay. Unmoving, unable to wander away. She entered behind him. She muttered a curse. She took out her scalpel. She said, I'm a nurse. I can never come up with something as eloquent as this. Edit, I'm an idiot. Add salt to your hand wash to get gasoline smell off. Love. Dad. I've always done salt and vinegar to get the gas smell off. But if you're working on a car, salt and vinegar will remind you of every fucking cut on your hands. I wrap those thick rubber bands, you know, the ones that come around broccoli crowns, around tight jar lids to make them grippy and easy to undo. Condensed milk for those with chronic vomiting. Not only is it great for cooking, but I had a pharmacist tell me about adding some water till it is the consistency of thick soup. Get the person to sip small amounts of it slowly. It helps line the esophagus to reduce vomiting, and allowing medication time to hit the stomach and work. Also provides much needed sugar. I've used it on kids and adults and it's worked a treat every time. Sweetened condensed milk. I didn't realize there was another kind until my brother screwed up his pumpkin pie, so now I know to ask. That's a really cool tip though. I've never heard of unsweetened condensed milk. I have heard of evaporated milk. Is that what you mean? If you have a highlighter that's dying, take the pen part of it out of the casing and soak it in nail polish remover. It will revitalize it to working like new. This would have made coloring time so much more fun in kindergarten, especially since like only 2 markers would work by November. Rip yellow marker. Alternatively and delightfully, try instead taking the whole pen, securely taping a 1 meter length of string to the back of it, and slinging the whole thing around in a circle like you're winding up a lasso. Keep the cap on. The centripetal force can often get the ink up to the tip and get it flowing again. Thanks. Now I'm picturing some guy doing this in an office, threatening to thwack people in the eyes. Computers are not only for browsing Reddit, they can actually be used for productivity. I don't believe you. Hard to believe, but it's true. I saw it in a till post once, I think. I'll see if I can locate it. Where do I click for the producing? Well, according to my sponsor in my apply, you click on all your contacts, who then click on theirs, etc. Toilet seat covers are the same as blotting paper for oily skin. This is my favorite one so far. Those papers are expensive. Perm papers are made of this same material and come in packs of 1,000 for under $5. They're cut to the same size as typical blotting sheets. I discovered this when I worked at a salon. Link. Hair conditioner as shaving cream. Calling something a game changer feels so cliché, but this tip was for me. My razor doest get as gunked up. I can see my legs better, so there are less cuts. It's cheaper than the nice shaving cream. But most importantly, I use the olive oil conditioner and my legs are the softest they've ever been. It's insane how much more I enjoy shaving now. If you want another bathroom tip, the best soap is Castile soap. It's natural and extremely cheap. Dilute it with 4 parts water and put it into a soap foam dispenser and boom, entire year's worth of soap for $15. Edit, I use Drive. Bronus. All the scents are pretty good, but I prefer almond. If you run out of shaving cream, you can rub a stick of butter on your face, and then go to the store and buy more shaving cream. Look at that cute guy buying the shaving cream. I dunno. I think he's a butterface. If you have a French press for coffee, you can also froth milk in it after. Pour in hot milk and raise and lower the plunger until the volume of the milk has about doubled. Keep going for free butter. Why not just take the half of the doubled milk and double it again? Honestly, infinite milk is better than a single butter.